This is the Sony 16mm f2.8 pancake lens. This lens is now more than 15 years old, but you can still buy them on the used market today for about 150 euros. So is this still a good lens today? Well, when we take a look at the build quality, it feels nice and it's so compact. You just have this small lens. It is I think 70 grams. So that means that no matter which camera you put it on, it's extremely small and compact. So as you can see, I can almost carry this camera in this pocket. And the lens covers an aps-c sized sensor, so it will work great on most aps-c cameras. And what is so nice about this thing is obviously the size and the weight. So if you need something that is extremely compact, this is great. But keep in mind, it is a prime lens, so you don't have the ability to zoom with this lens. And the ring that you have here won't work, but when you switch it to manual focus, then you can use this to adjust the focus of the lens. And you have a nice aperture range, and you can go all the way down to f2.8 to get a nice background blur. And that will make the image look a bit more professional. Okay, so here's a quick video test using the Sony 16mm f2.8. Right now I'm recording on the ZV-E10. And the lens doesn't have any stabilization, so what you are seeing right now is shot handheld at arm's length without any stabilization. So it will probably be very shaky, but you do get a nice wide angle. I am in aperture priority, which means that you will get that blurry background. And now let's see what it looks like when I have the stabilization on. So now I am shooting with the digital stabilization on the ZV-E10 because the ZV-E10 doesn't have any stabilization and the lens also doesn't have it. But you can see that there is a big crop. So that means that while the image will be very stable, now it is a very tight field of view. So it's not that great for vlogging because you have a very close-up of my face. And now the stabilization is off, so this is at arm's length. And you can see that you can still get a nice blurry background. It's in aperture priority mode, but the rest is on automatic, so the white balance is on automatic, and I'm using the internal microphone of the Sony ZV-E10. So what do you think of the video quality of the 16mm f2.8 lens? Let me know in the comments down below. It also has a filter thread of 49mm, so you can attach different filters on here. If you want to, you can attach, for example, an ND filter. And the 16mm is about 24mm on aps-c sized, so that is a normal one-time focal length. But you do have the f2.8 aperture to get some background blur. However, when we take a look at the photos that come out of this lens, I honestly don't find them that amazing. The lens, you can see that it sometimes has a lot of chromatic aberration and it isn't very sharp in the corners. Obviously, you do have a very nice and compact lens, so it means it's easy to carry around. But the image quality is just not that amazing even for the price. So for example, the Sony 16-50mm f3.5 to 5.6 can only go to f3.5, so you don't have the f2.8 option of this lens. So as you can see, the lenses are both almost about the same size. There are only two advantages of the 16mm f2.8. The first one is that it has a better aperture, and the second one is that it is smaller and lighter. But other than that, I prefer the kit lens of the Sony mirrorless cameras. And that is because of its better image quality, it has optical stabilization and it also has a zoom. And when I was shooting photos, sometimes the autofocus liked to hunt, so the autofocus performance of the 16mm f2.8 lens isn't that great. But when shooting video, then the autofocus of this lens is pretty great. If you can get this lens for a very cheap price, then maybe it's still worth using. And you can still get some really nice results with this lens. So you do get a nice background blur. And if you don't zoom in too much, you won't have any issues with the chromatic aberration or with the lower sharpness. So yes, it can still be a great lens, but I think it is too expensive for what you are getting. So should you get the 16mm f2.8 lens today? Well, only if you can find one for a very good price, because I think they are too expensive for what you are getting. The kit lens has just better image quality than this lens. So what do you think of this 16mm f2.8? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching.